Good evening, Tiffin, and welcome to another broadcast of WHEI News Center 10 live at 5.
Tonight's program is brought to you by the Department of Communication and Media from inside the Media Communications Center at Heidelberg University.
News Center 10 live at 5 is your number one campus source for bringing you the latest news around the state, around Tiffin, and around the Berg.
Be sure to stay tuned in as well tonight for our social spotlight as we check the pulse of Berg students and find out what they're thinking about on the hottest topics.
Coming up, multiple fire departments fought a large fire.
And also, a busy weekend for the Heidelberg School of Music.
We'll catch up on today's hottest topics in social media.
And we'll check in on your Berg sports.
Don't touch that remote.
WHEI News Center 10, live at 5, starts now.
Good evening, Tiffin, and welcome to WHEI News Center 10 live at 5 for Wednesday, November 12th, 2014. I'm Margaret Bowers.
And I'm Elizabeth Wren. Let's get to our first story of the night.
According to Toledo's News 13, Toledo police are investigating after a person was shot at Secker and Monroe Street yesterday evening shortly after 6 p.m. Anthony Gaither, age 20, and Sean Jacobs, age 18, were both shot. Police say the victims have serious injuries but are expected to survive. No suspects are in custody at this time. Anyone with information about the shooting is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 419-255-1111.
The Oregon Police Department has confirmed to 13 ABC that several crews fought a large fire in Jerusalem Township this morning. The fire broke out in the 11,000 block of Beach Park Drive. 13 ABC was told that everyone was out of the structure. The fire began in the two-story home just after 8 a.m. It's believed electrical issues or a wood burner may have been to blame. Allen Township, Oregon, and Jerusalem were all on the scene fighting the fire. There were no injuries as a result of the fire. Close family, friends, and even state representatives gathered to honor a fallen soldier yesterday at Kent Roosevelt High School. The Beacon's Katie Nix reported that while Adam Hamilton was a student at Kent Roosevelt High, he played hockey, lacrosse, and was a wide receiver on the football team. Scott Hamilton, Adam's father, was touched by how the community supported him and his family, and by the Adam S. Hamilton Memorial Highway sign that will be placed on State Route 43. Adam Hamilton was killed while on a mission in Afghanistan on May 28, 2011. His best friend and fellow veteran David Cruz said Adam was a great best friend who had the heart of a lion and treated everyone with respect.
Summit County hospitals many around them are congratulating Guinea Abel on 50 years of expert work on infectious diseases. Although infectious diseases and clinical safety were not particularly popular fields before, now Abel fields all sorts of virus-based questions, especially with the presence of Ebola. Aside for being the resident expert on these matters, 70-year-old Guinea is known to be a spry colleague, mentor, and friend who has kept up with technological and medical advances regardless of the times. According to the Beacon's Cheryl Powell, Guinea visits patients at both her resident Summa Health System and St. Thomas hospitals. That wraps our local news segment for the day.
But don't go anywhere because we'll have your biggest campus stories on the other side of these short messages.
I'm Tori Hassenlop.
And I'm Morgan Brandt.
And you're watching WHEI TV 10.
Student programming from the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
Hey, where to help this guy?
Help Ricky Rubio save a life at heartrescuenow.com.
Getting out of the military, I was missing this camaraderie.
It's frustrating when you try and talk to people that don't understand.
I still had the anger, addictions, but we didn't talk about that.
Came to a point where it's like, okay, I really need to talk to somebody about this.
Family more or less encouraged me, go to the VA.
It's okay to go get help. It's okay to talk to people because it takes true strength to ask for help.
Hear veterans' real stories of strength and recovery at maketheconnection.net.
I remember the moment clearly.
I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
I realized at that moment, when we first saw the damage, these people really needed us. And I was going to make a difference, right here in my community. Together with local responders, we cleared trees and collapsed walls. We had to get to the family trapped beneath. As a citizen soldier, I made a difference.
Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
Welcome back to News Center 10, live at 5.
Let's get started on our Heidelberg Campus News segment. Join the Heidelberg School of Music for an evening with Heidelberg University's Piano Studio. Performers will include Cy Baylor, Colin Creighton, Allie Dresser, and Maria Gerber, and Stephen Smith in various combinations. The concert will be Friday night at 7 p.m. in Old Concert Hall. If you are unable to attend the concert, it will be streaming on YouTube. Please see the Heidelberg website for more details.
On Sunday, November 6th, Joan McConnell will be performing a faculty recital on organ. The recital is expected to start at 3 p.m. at the Trinity United Church of Christ located at 131 East Perry Street. The program will explore the lighter side of organ music, including a very early work by a teenage J.S. Bach, some short character pieces, a jazz piece, and some masterworks. The performance is free and open to the public.
The Heidelberg Symphonic Band will have a performance on November 15th. The band will be playing under the direction of Associate Dean and Director of the School of Music, John Owen. The name of the program is Alleluia and will take place in Old Concert Hall. The concert is expected to start at 7 p.m. If you're unable to attend the event, it will be streaming live on YouTube. For more information, visit the Heidelberg website.
So we have a lot of music happening in the next week or so here at Heidelberg.
I know. Do you plan on going to any of them?
I actually have friends in the symphonic band concert and at the piano celebration, so I'll definitely be at those two, and if I can make it to the faculty recital, then that'd be a lot of music.
Okay, well, sure, I'll see you there then. That's all we have for our Berg's Campus News today. We'll get into all the latest news and stories from the social media world next.
News Center 10, live at 5. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. And I'm Brianna. And you're watching WHEI TV 10. Have fun! Woo!
Student programming from the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg.
In the heart of Heidelberg's campus lies the Fireside Cafe and Pub, featuring a relaxing and engaging space welcome to the public. Fireside's menu includes sandwiches, salads, wraps, desserts, and even a soothing latte or coffee, offering a wide selection of exciting new and wholesome food options. Fireside Cafe Pub also serves a variety of refreshing drinks to accompany its cozy atmosphere. Come experience Fireside's new fall menu and visit us on Instagram at Berg Dining Services.
Small businesses, I believe,
help weave people and communities together.
I believe in the American dream.
SCORE is a nonprofit organization where we provide free business consulting services to people who want to start a business or already in business.
I believe one person can make a difference.
I am that person.
I am that person.
I am a SCORE mentor.
I am a SCORE volunteer.
What do you believe?
Do you have a gift to share?
Our client success is our success.
Hear your expertise
at SCORE.org.
The National Parkinson Foundation invites you to Moving Day.
Moving Day!
Are you ready to move? Walk, cheer, yay! Dance, stretch, laugh, and shout. Whatever it takes to beat Parkinson's.
Let's defeat Parkinson's.
Remember, people who move change the world. It's a new day for Parkinson's. Make your move today.
Hello and welcome to our Social Spotlight segment. Let's check out today in the world of social media. Nicki Minaj is using Nazi symbolism in her new music video. The League, or ADL, officials have taken aim at Minaj for using Nazi signs in her new single, titled Only. The animated promo, which was released Friday, features the Anaconda leader of an army featuring Young Money and label mates Drake and Lil Wayne. The video does not include any blatant Nazi symbols, but ADL insists the imagery used is similar to Nazi. ADL continued to say the video is insensitive to Holocaust survivors and is a of the history of the era. Minaj has not made any attack on her video. In the box offices this week, Big Hero 6 is continuing Walt Disney Animation Studios' recent hot streak, reaching $56.2 million. The movie was loosely based on the Marvel comic series of the same name. The film follows a science prodigy and his lovable robot as they stumble upon a criminal conspiracy. With the opening weekend audience only being 36% under the age of 12, the film is proving that it also works for older audiences. That's all we have for our Social Spotlight segment tonight. Now let's send it back over to Margaret and Elizabeth at the news desk.
You know, I've actually really wanted to go see Big Hero 6, but nobody seems to want to go with me.
Well, I want to go.
Well, then we should make a date out of it.
Exactly.
We can go, I don't know, sometime in the next, before we leave for Thanksgiving break, because that's coming up here really soon, too.
Oh my gosh, okay. It's time to throw it over to Allie to take a look at today's top sports stories.
On November 8th, the Heidelberg football team built a big lead early and never looked back for the second straight week, routing their host Capital University on their homecoming. The Student Princes led 38-6 at the half and coasted to a 52-21 victory. Andy Sieving had himself a big day, recovering 2 fumbles and finishing the day with 3 tackles. Michael Mees had a very versatile day on offense, completing 14 of 19 passes for 262 yards and 3 touchdowns, while also running for 107 yards, adding 2 more touchdowns. Cartel Brooks continued the offensive tear that he is accustomed to, running for 121 yards and 2 touchdowns, marking the 26th game in his career to go for 100-plus yards. The Berg will wrap up the regular season next week at home as they host Baldwin Wallace for a 1:30 kickoff. The men's soccer team won the OAC Tournament Championship with a 5-4 victory at top-seeded John Carroll on November 8th. Heidelberg claimed the conference's automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. The brackets for the tournament were announced on Monday. The team will travel to Kenyon College for the opening round of the NCAA Division III tournament on November 15th. The match is scheduled to kick off at 11 a.m. in Gambier, Ohio. The winner of the Heidelberg-Kenyon game will go on to face the winner of the match between Thomas More and North Park on Sunday. For more information on the NCAA tournament, including full brackets, please visit the NCAA website. That's all we have for your Berg Sports tonight. Now let's send it back to Margaret and Elizabeth.
Thanks, Allie. Definitely a big congrats goes out to men's soccer at Heidelberg. Especially for it's Dr. Haley's last season, definitely a great way to go out for your last season.
Definitely, yeah. When we return, a college offers a class that you can use in your personal life rather than your professional life.
Heidelberg basketball staff here. Move-in day. A lot of excitement on campus. You're watching WHEI TV 10.
Student programming from the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
That was hard. You just have all the stares and you have all the questions. When you get pregnant, all the stuff just goes through your mind. Abortion, adoption, keeping him. When you're 15 and pregnant, you can't do it without support. I wanted to get a better life. I'm Miranda and I chose adoption.
When you're finished with your food or beverage cartons, toss it in the recycling bin. Because every carton is recyclable and can be turned into useful paper products. Put your carton in the bin with your other recyclables and let them start a new life. When the contents are gone, let the carton live on. Recycle your cartons.
Thank you.
Thank you for serving.
Thank you.
We thank the troops for all the support they've given us. But how do we thank the ones who support them?
Thank you for your service.
Thanks USA provides scholarships to the spouses and children of our troops and helps give a future to the people who support the troops the most.
Thanks for supporting them.
Thank you for your dedication.
Go to ThanksUSA.org to see how you can express your appreciation for what they do for our heroes.
Thank you.
Go to ThanksUSA.org now.
Thank you.
Welcome back to WHEI Live at 5.
Let's get to our last story of the night.
Have you ever wanted to take a class that's something you can actually use in your life outside of a job? Ball State is taking a stand and offering a class that is not your typical class.
They're offering a leadership and communication class called Cardinal Chemistry, which is a fancy way of saying that it's a class on dating.
The purpose of the class is to see if two people can find love and make a genuine connection and is set up much like the TV show The Bachelor.
The class focuses on romance, storytelling, and psychoanalysis, and the students go through speed dating, the planning of dates, the going on dates, and personality surveys. You know, I actually have a friend at Ball State, and I kind of want to call her tonight and ask her, hey, have you heard of this? Or what's the hype on campus about? Are people on campus excited, or are they kind of weirded out, or what's the feel on Ball State's campus?
I don't think that would be weird at all. I think it'd be the funnest class ever. But
it'd be interesting. I wonder how grading works in that class. Successful date, you get an A. Bad date, you get an F.
Are you kicked out of the classroom? Oh my gosh, no. Thank you for watching WHEI News Center 10 Live at 5. Our program tonight was produced and presented by the Department of Communication and Media from the inside of the Media Communication Center at Heidelberg University.
Thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for our next.
I'm Margaret Bowers.
And I'm Elizabeth Wren.
And for Allie, Ashley, and all of the WHEI production crew, we thank you for watching.